Hey guys, welcome to Young Money. I'm Nozi Pombandra. Today we're in a place that I've just learned is called Johannesburg. That is the heart of the hustle in Johannesburg. And we're about to sit down with the founder of Textiles. She's a creative designer already supplying a range of boutiques in South Africa. Her name is Xiluva Khoza. Let's sit down with her. Xiluva, you're in the heart of Johannesburg. This is the absolute center, the hustle and bustle, the soul of Johannesburg. What is Textiles doing here? Now, how's your business model structured?
Okay, we chose Johannesburg because there's a lot of activity happening here. I'm based in Johannesburg, so of course it would be, naturally for me to be here. And there's a lot happening in terms of the material that I need. Fabrics are close by, trims, zips, and also with the tailoring, like there's a lot of factories around here, there are a lot of tailors as well that are based, especially in this building. So it's a lot easier to, get things done and to move around and everything is at arm's reach. So
and where's the demand coming from? Who's your client base? We're seeing a lot of work around you today. Where is all this creativity going?
Okay, at the moment I'm supplying 5 boutiques, and it's a ladies' wear boutique. So my client is generally, she's probably around 25 to about 45 years of age, and she likes to spoil herself. She likes to look different, and she's a working lady, so she wakes up and goes to work every day. She's a professional, but she doesn't like to wear the same old boring colors, your black, gray, navy. She wants something a little bit funky, so that's what we supply.
And what does her bay look like? I'm told that you do work with a little bit around male garments as well. So what does he look like?
He is, he's like a slim fit suit kind of guy.
Yeah.
So he's quite trendy. He likes to dress up and look good. He understands what it means to have a well-made suit. So it's all about the fit and the fabric, and that's the person that I dress. So it's really someone who enjoys looking good, because when you look good, you your day is like set out for you. You've got that confidence about yourself. So that's definitely what her baby is.
How would you describe business? Tough, easy go lucky? What's the experience been like?
Tough, definitely tough. But at the same time, I'm so passionate about it that you can handle the challenges, It's not easy. You've got to love what you do because you're doing it all the time. There's no break. People think that when you're an entrepreneur, you can wake up late and you can do what you like, but you actually work around the clock most of the time. So it's a good thing to enjoy what it is that you do, and you need to have a lot of good people skills as well, because people buy you before they buy your product. So it's tough in the beginning, especially because you're everybody. You're the accountant, you're the HR, you're the cleaner, you're everyone. So you really have to enjoy it.
So Xiluva, does passion pay the bills though?
Definitely.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. It doesn't pay the bills. What pays the bills is delivery.
Yeah.
Delivery for your private clients, delivery to the boutiques, because when there's stock, then people will buy, and that's what pays the bills, So in a way, passion does, because if you're not working towards that, then it dies, and then you've got no stock and you're not looking for clients, and so you really got to love it so that you can deliver, and then you can pay the bills.
There's so many people who find this particular type of business really exciting, and what they generally grapple with is the chicken and egg conundrum. Where do you start? Do you start designing and then you go look out for clients, or do you first build your client base and then start? How did you start, and what do you think works?
Okay, I started, I identified the target market first, and I think it's important so that you know what it is that they're looking for. Then you can design according to what they like. I'm a designer, so for me it comes easily. If you're looking for a specific, theme, I can put that together. So I really had to identify the market that I think, would need this kind of product. And that's what I did. I did a lot of market research, and then I started creating garments that would fit into that. Yeah.
And what would you say has been the biggest lesson from Doan? The business is 3 years old and a bit now.
Yeah.
The biggest learning you've taken away?
Sure, there's been a lot. I can pick a few. Definitely finance.
Right.
Get your house in order. And if you don't know how to do your books and all of that, get someone to help you, because that is the lifeblood of your business, your cash flow and things like that. And also, don't assume that you know what your customer wants. You know, you actually have to go out and ask them, because you can sit here and create something amazing, but if they don't like it, then you're just going to sit with a pretty garment and you can't pay the bills with that. So that's definitely a lot of market research. And market research is constant, you know, because the customer is always changing. You know, the same customer, say about 5 years ago, was wearing something else. I see it with myself. My wardrobe has changed. So you need to constantly follow your customer and find out what it is that they're looking for.
And how do you stay true to the identity that you're crafting for yourself in the market? Because trends are fluid and they're dynamic, but you also want to be known as textile. So how do you keep that authenticity alive?
Well, you have to firstly know what it is that makes you different from everybody else. You have to identify that first in order to then sell that to your customer. And I think that is the thing that you will always go back to. You know, that's like your drawing board. Whenever you feel, okay, this could be trendy, but does it really speak to my brand? Does it speak to my customer? Go back and compare the two, and then you can make a decision, you know, from that.
Let's go back to the money. And the most important part, of course, is always the starting off money.
Right.
And then there's what we like to call momentum money that you need to keep going. What's been your money experience?
Money's been, it's not an easy one. You know, in the beginning, you've got this huge, like what it looks big at the time. You have this capital to start and you have amazing ideas of how it's going to happen. 6 months later, you realize I'm slowly running out of money. And then cash flow becomes an issue, because if you don't have cash flow, you can't move around. So that's been quite a lesson as well, to learn exactly how to manage your money and to be realistic in how you grow as well. Because when you have a lot of cash in your hands, you can think big and think, okay, in the next 3 months I will have made so much. But the thing is, people don't know who you are. So you're not actually going to make that kind of money. You have to invest in marketing, you have to invest in more market research and a whole lot of other things. So it's very important, I would say, to kind of get a mentor, someone who's been there, and then just ask them, where do you kind of spend most of your money, and kind of, you know, work around that.
I want to go back to perhaps what could have been a courageous moment in your life, because you were with one of the big retailers, or in the big scary retail space, and you chose this lonely route instead. What were you thinking?
I wasn't. I wasn't thinking much. You know what? I've always been passionate about creating something that's completely mine. You know, having worked in a big retail space, there isn't much creativity in that space. It's a lot of bottom line, how much have we made? Okay, we need to now, this is the target for next month. And you lose that creative part of yourself, because now you're just looking at the rands and cents all the time. So I was missing that. I was missing the challenge, and I was missing just being able to create, because I couldn't do that. You know, sometimes someone would ask me, oh, please just design something for me. And I couldn't, because I was in a different space. So I was looking for a challenge, and this comes naturally to me. This is something, I mean, I've wanted to be a fashion designer since I was 10. So it was just, you know, natural.
What kind of support system did you need, though, to get started and to be able to say, I'm going to do me now? Okay,
I needed my family to back me up, because I anticipated there'd be dark days. And I needed my friends as well to understand that I'm not going to see you every weekend.
And don't ask me for free stuff.
Don't ask me for free stuff. You want something, come and buy it, because that's the only way the business will grow. So there's a lot of that, and you need to have a good relationship with your suppliers as well, because those are the guys that are in the industry. They've been in the business before, so they will be able to advise you as well in terms of, this fabric will work better than that for what you're trying to create. So
take me to the moment when you got your first client.
I was very nervous, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to look. As much as you think you know where to look, and you've worked with these guys before, but you've never actually had that exchange of, okay, now we're making money. Now it's business. Now I'm going to give you money, and you're going to give me a product or a service. And it's scary. So you run around a lot. You don't sleep, because you want to make sure that the client gets what they need on time. So it was crazy. I was excited and scared all at the same time. So, and constantly. So it was, challenging.
But it's been a while since the first client. And if you start looking and projecting into the future now, 5 years from now, Xiluva and Nozipho are catching up. Where are we? What are you doing? Who are you dressing?
Right. 5 years from now, we're supplying more boutiques. We have our own factory, and definitely would love to dress Michelle Obama. I think she's just like everything for me. She is the brand, you know, everything about her. So I would at least have maybe given her a few garments by then. And I think a lot more growth in the manufacturing part of things, because in that field, South Africa, I think there's a lot more potential than what we're doing now. So I would definitely like to have more influence in that area. And I think, yeah, and also educating a lot of young kids that want to get into the industry, just to tell them what it's about, yeah.
Michelle Obama, you have a new designer waiting for you to wake up to the beautiful brand that she is already selling in the heart of Johannesburg and hopefully into the continent soon. Her name is Xiluva Khoza, and she is the founder of Textiles. Guys, thank you so much for making the time to join us. Remember, if you want the Young Money crew to come to you, all you just need to do is follow us on Twitter. That's @TheRealNozi or @CNBC Africa. And don't forget the hashtag, it's Young Money 410. Until next time, it's goodbye.